Good morning, all of you. Welcome back to our Java real-time project development course. So in the last sessions, we completed discussion related to prerequisites to attend this course and what is our course content. Okay. And what we are going to learn as part of these 7 or 8 modules that we have discussed, and course timings, duration, fee structure, and we discussed. And in the day 2, that is yesterday, we discussed about what is a software project and why we need to develop software project. And we discussed about types of software projects in the IT industry. And we discussed about types of software companies available in the IT industry and what is the interview process in those software companies. All right. So what is a software project? Collection of programs is called as software project. So one project, nothing but collection of programs will be available. And why these many companies are developing so many projects? Software projects are used to reduce human efforts and simplify the human's life. So if you see online banking, ticket booking, online shopping, all these things are reducing the human efforts. And in the IT industry, so many projects are developed by so many companies, right? Those projects we are dividing into 3 types, guys, 3 categories. Scratch development projects will be available, maintenance projects will be available, and migration projects will be available. So in the yesterday session, we have seen in this batch, so many working people available. Most of them are working under maintenance projects only. Okay, maintenance projects, nothing but project is already available, making some changes to the existing application, adding some new functionalities to the existing application, bug fixing, these kind of works will be available in the maintenance project. Migration project, nothing but converting the project from one technology to another technology or from one version to another version. Then we discussed about types of software companies. So software companies are divided into 3 categories: product-based companies available, service-based companies available, outsourcing companies available. Okay, product-based companies will develop the product and will sell to the customers in the market. Coming to product-based companies interview pattern, mainly we need to focus on fundamentals of the computer science. Okay, so coding tests will be available, data structures, algorithms, system design, problem solving, these concepts they are going to focus. And interview process will be difficult when you go for this kind of product-based companies, and packages also will be high in the product-based companies. Next one, second category, service-based companies. So these companies will develop the project based on client requirement. Okay, so here they will conduct the interview based on the latest technologies in the market. Along with nowadays, they are also focusing on data structures and algorithms. So every developer should know data structures and algorithms nowadays to crack the interviews. Okay, and coming to the package structure, so your years of experience multiplied by 3 to 5 lakhs package they can offer. Now coming to on-site opportunity. When you are working in the service-based company, service-based companies are developing the projects based on the client requirement. If your client is in US, UK, Australia, Dubai, then based on some requirement, company will send some members to client location for work. That is called on-site opportunity. Next one, outsourcing companies. So outsourcing companies, nothing but the companies are going to take the employees and will send the employees to other company on contract basis. Nowadays, so many service-based companies are doing this outsourcing business. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in the last 2 days. Now, so let's understand types of jobs in software industry. In the IT industry, guys, 2 types of jobs available. So one is called permanent job, and another one is contract job. Permanent jobs available and contract jobs available. So what is the meaning of permanent job? So permanent job, nothing but you got selected for one company and that company doing direct payment for you and you are working on direct company project only. For example, you got selected for TCS company. You got TCS paying salary for you. Okay, and working on TCS project. Working on TCS project. That means you are direct employee for the TCS company. You uploaded your resume in the job portals like Naukri, Monster, etc. Then you got the call from the TCS HR and you got selected in the TCS company. Then you will join in the TCS. TCS will run your paycheck. Payroll will be taken care by TCS company only. TCS will pay the salary for you directly and you will be working on the TCS project directly. So that is called permanent job. Okay. And so if you go for permanent job, more benefits will be available. Okay. So when you go for the permanent job, guys, here, more benefits will be available. What is the meaning of more benefits here? You will be having PF, you will be having health insurance, you will be having PF, you will be having health insurance, you will be having some notice period also. When you get the permanent job in the company, then you will have PF will be available every month. Company will pay the PF for you, and the company will provide you family health insurance. Not only for you, for your family members, especially for your father and mother, they will provide health insurance, and there will be notice period for the permanent employee. So what is this notice period? If you want to leave the company, then you need to serve the notice period. 2 months or 3 months will be available, depends on the company. Suppose if company want to remove you from the job, they need to pay the 2 months salary for you, then only they can remove you. Or else they need to inform 2 months before if they want to terminate you from the job, or they need to pay the 2 months salary in advance, then only they can terminate you from the company. So that's the reason when you go for permanent job, more benefits will be available. So what is the meaning of permanent job? You got selected for one company directly, that company is paying the salary for you and you are directly working for that company project only. So when you go for this permanent job in the IT industry, as an employee, you will get more benefits. Provident fund will be available. So this provident fund is 12% of your basic salary. 12% of basic salary. Okay. So they will take 12% of your basic salary. They will add in your PF account. Okay. And for your family, they will provide health insurance and a notice period will be available. Contract job. So what is the meaning of contract job? Contract job, nothing but, so here they will take you on contract basis. They have the requirement of Java developer for 1 year. So on 1 year contract only, they will select you for the job. On 1 year contract, they will select you for the job. So contract jobs, nothing but, so this here got selected for outsourcing company. You got selected for outsourcing company, for example, ABC. Okay, so ABC company has selected you for the interview, and ABC company does not have any project guys. They are just doing outsourcing. They will select the employees and they will send the employees to other companies. So you got selected for outsourcing company called ABC. Now you are working for you deployed in some other company, JPMC, on contract basis. Okay, ABC company selected you in the interview and you got selected for ABC company. ABC company deployed in JPMC. You deployed in JPMC on contract basis. Then what will happen? Your payroll company is called ABC and your client company is called JPMC. So this is contract job. Okay. So when you go for contract job, there is no guarantee on the job, guys. Less benefits will be available. Okay. Some outsourcing companies will not provide the PF also. Okay. And this contract will be there for 6 months or 1 year of time. Once the contract is completed, then we need to find another job. Okay. So once contract completed, we need to find another job. There will not be any commitment between the company and employee. Employee will be selected into the company based on the contract only. Hey, Raju, we need for 1 year only. So Raju will be selected. Raju will be taking that employment. Raju will join in the ABC company. ABC company will send the Raju to the JPMC, that is called client location. So Raju will go to JPMC office. JPMC will pay the Raju salary to ABC company. ABC company will pay the salary to the Raju. So here ABC company is called as payroll company. JPMC company is called as client company. So when you go for contract jobs in the IT industry, less benefits will be available. That means some outsourcing companies will not give you PF, will not give you health insurance and all that stuff. And the notice period also will be very less in the contract job. 10 days, 15 days notice period will be available in the contract job. So once contract completed, we need to find new job. We need to find another job. Okay. So these two types of jobs available in IT industry, guys. Types of software jobs. Permanent jobs available and contract jobs are available. So when you go for permanent job, more benefits will be available. And when you go for contract job, less benefits will be available. So in the interview also, they will ask this question. What is your payroll company? So when you get the call from the HR, by looking at your resume in the Naukri, HR will call you. So in that HR round, they will ask you, so are you direct employee or you are contract employee? So if you are a contract employee, then they will ask you, what is your payroll company? What is your client company? What is your payroll company? So first of all, the people who don't have experience, who are freshers, they should know what is the difference between payroll company and client company. The company which is paying the salary to you, that is called payroll company. In which company you are working, that is called your client company. So this kind of payroll company, client company will be available when you are working as contract employee. Okay. Suppose if you are working as a permanent employee, then there is payroll and client both are same. You are direct employee to the TCS. TCS directly paying the salary to you. You are working for the TCS project direct. So I hope you got the clarity. What is permanent job and what is contract job? You got the clarity. What is permanent job and what is contract job? Come on, guys. Are you clear? Now, so my question, which one is better? Joining as a permanent employee is better. Joining as contract employee is better. Joining as a permanent employee is better. Joining as a contract employee is better. Come on, guys. Permanent employee is better. It depends on the situation, guys. So if you are having genuine experience, then going into the permanent job is better. Okay. So you have some genuine experience. You are working in company from 2 years. Now you want to change to another company. So when you are changing from one company to another company, going as a permanent employee is best option because some security will be available when you go as permanent employee. But for example, some people are having career gap. They want to show that gap as an experience and they want to get into the industry. For them, that means basically the people who are trying for jobs with some fake experience, for them, contract job is better. Why? Because when you go for permanent job, guys, when you go for permanent job, strict background verification will be available. Okay, strict BGV will be available. Strict BGV, background verification. So they will check your previous employment, previous company. They will check your educational details and all that stuff. When you go for permanent job, strict background verification will be there. So if you have some fake experience, there is a chance of getting caught. Okay. So when you go for contract jobs, guys, so the background verification check, some companies, some client companies will do the background check. Some client companies will not do the background check. So if you want to get into the industry as a fake experienced person, then going into the contract job is better for you. So if you are going as a fresher or if you are going as a genuine experienced person, then going to the permanent job is better. But if you are having some career gap, if you want to show that gap as experience, then going as a contract employee is best option, because in the contract jobs they might not do the strict background verification. They might not do the strict background verification. Are you guys able to understand? So it depends on your situation, whether you want to go as a permanent employee, whether you want to go as a contract employee. Are you clear? Are you guys clear with my point? You understand what is permanent job and what is contract job, and which one is better? It depends upon your situation. If you are joining as a fresher, then no problem. You can go as a permanent employee. You are having some genuine experience. You are already working in one company. Now you want to switch from one company to another company. Then go as a permanent employee. Suppose, for example, you don't have genuine experience. You have some career gap. That career gap you want to show as the experience. Okay, that means some fake experience you want to use to get the job, because nowadays for the freshers market is not good. Openings are not available for the freshers. So that's why some people who are having the gap, 2 years, 3 years gap, they will show that gap as the experience and they will get the job. So if you are in that kind of situation, then going as a contract employee is better for you, because in the contract jobs, background verification will not be that much tight. Okay, why background verification will not be tight in the contract jobs? You got selected for ABC company. ABC company is sending you to the JPMs. Okay, so here ABC company will get some profit every month based on your employee. Based on your job, these companies, the payroll companies are getting benefit. Okay, so this payroll company will pay you 7 lakhs package, but actually they will take 10 to 15 lakhs from the JPMC. So 3 to 4 lakhs of profit will be there for the payroll company on your job. So that is the reason it's a contract job companies. That means the outsourcing companies will not do the strict background verification. If your skill set is good, technically if you are strong, they will send you to the client location. If you don't have that real experience also, the payroll companies will manage your experience, because they should not lose that trust from their client. So this ABC company selected, right? ABC company sending you to the client location. So client should believe that you are a genuine person. So if any documents problem is there, ABC company will manage your documents also. Why? Because you have a skill, technically you are strong, you are able to work on the project. So JPMC paying 15 lakhs salary for you to the ABC company, but ABC will take 3 to 4 lakhs profit and they will give you the 10 lakhs salary for you. So they are getting some benefit on from your job. So that's why they will not do the strict background verification. If there is any issue in the background verification also, that outsourcing company will manage if you are technically good. So that's why, so if anyone who is going with the fake experience, for them, these contract jobs are better. But in the permanent job, strict verification will be available. In the permanent, if you are joining as a direct employee for the company, they will do the strict background verification. All right. Next one, types of teams in the software project, guys. Types of teams in the software project. So once you join in a company, in the software project, okay, mainly you can see two types of teams, guys. One is offshore team, another one is onshore team. Offshore team will be available, onshore team will be available. So in every project, especially when our client is in the different location, when we are working in the service-based companies, okay, our clients will be available. Based on the client requirement, we are going to develop the project. So in these kind of projects, mainly you can see two types of teams. What are those two types of teams? One is called onshore team, another one is called offshore team. So what is the difference between this offshore team and onshore team, guys? So offshore team, nothing but it is our development center. It is our development center. Onshore team is nothing but client location. Client location. So for example, we are working for Infosys company. We are working for Infosys company, right? Infosys company having the branches in Hyderabad, in Bangalore, okay, Chennai, Pune, in so many locations in the India plus Delhi. in so many locations, these Infosys offices are available. Now, so we are working as a Infosys employee from Hyderabad location, but actually we are developing the project for the US client. So Infosys is developing a project for the US client. So Infosys having a team in Hyderabad and Bangalore. So some team members working from Hyderabad, some team members working from Bangalore. But actually we are developing this project for one of the US client. So in Hyderabad location, team is available. In Bangalore location, team is available. So the people who are working in these locations, those teams are called as offshore teams. So development center is available in the India. So Infosys is having the development center in the India, but we are doing the project for the client. Infosys is a service-based company. Infosys will develop the projects based on the client requirement. That the client is in US. Okay. Now, in the client location, one team will be available. In Hyderabad and Bangalore, teams are available. So onshore team will be available. Offshore team will be available. So offshore team is basically our development center where the companies will develop the project, will test the project. And the client location, one team will be available. Okay. Now, what this onshore team will do in the project guys? Onshore team will work from client location. Will work from client location. Okay. Onshore team members will understand client business and client requirements. Okay. So if you are developing a project for the client, we should go to the client location. We should understand the client business model. We should understand the client requirements. Okay. So to understand the client business, to understand the client requirements, so company will send some people to the client location. So the people who are working in the client location, those people are called as onshore team members. Those people are called as onshore team members. So this onshore team will work from client location. Onshore team members will understand client business and client requirements. Okay. So prepare FDD, functional design document. Okay. Explain project requirements to offshore team member. Okay. Onshore team will work from client locations. Roles and responsibilities of offshore team. Okay. Understand client business model. Understand client requirements. Gather client requirements. Collect client requirements. Prepare FDD. Explain project requirements to offshore team members. Okay. So in a software project, two types of teams will be available. Offshore team will be available. Onshore team will be available. So offshore team is basically called as our development center. Onshore team will be working from the client location. So what are the roles and responsibilities of the onshore team, guys? What are the roles and responsibilities of onshore team? On-site team or onshore team? Offshore, onshore. Okay, on-site also. Right. So onshore team, understand the client requirements, client business, collect the client requirements, prepare the FDD document for the requirement, explain the project requirements to offshore team members. Then, what are the roles and responsibilities of offshore who are working in the development center? So, understand requirements given by onshore team, understand requirements given by offshore, given by onshore team. Okay, design, develop, test, deliver. Okay, we are responsible to understand the requirements. We are responsible to design the requirements and develop, test, and deliver. Now, here guys, when you have some doubts on the requirement, can we communicate with the client directly? Suppose I'm working from Hyderabad location, I'm working in offshore location. So I have some doubt on my requirement. Can I directly call to the client to get the clarity? Can we communicate with the clients directly? So many people are working in this batch, right? Are you having the chance to communicate with the client directly? Can you communicate with the client directly? No. In the real time. So here, in some interviews, people will ask you, have you ever connected with your client? Have you ever discussed with your client? But the reality, we will not get the chance to communicate with the clients directly. We will not get the chance to communicate with the clients directly. So if you have any confusion on the requirement, you need to talk to onshore team only who are working from client location. Okay. So now I'm a developer. I'm working on the development. Okay. So as part of my development task, I got some doubt. I don't have some clarity on the requirement. So when we have some doubts on the requirement, when we have some doubts on the functionality, we cannot communicate with the clients directly because clients are very client nothing but a businessman, an entrepreneur who will be very busy. We will not have chance to communicate with the client. So if you want any clarification on the project, then you need to talk to onshore team only. So in the client office, in the client location, team will be available. You need to communicate with that team. So in the software company, every day we will have meetings with the offshore and onshore. Okay. So every day meetings will be conducted. Meetings will be conducted for onshore and offshore teams communication. Conducted for onshore and offshore teams for a discussion. So every day this discussion will be available. So every day for 30 minutes or 1 hour, discussion will be there in a meeting. In that meeting, onshore team members will join, offshore team members also will join. So if you have any confusion, then you need to talk to the onshore team members. You cannot communicate with the client directly. Are you getting my point? So in this batch, is there anyone who is working with, who is working? Can you raise your hand? So can you tell me what is the process you are following in your company? Mr. Ravindra? Yeah. Can you unmute your mic and tell me?
Yeah. Every day we would be having two calls, sir. One
Okay.
is for internal stand-up.
Okay.
Our offshore lead would be taking the updates as part of our working progress.
Yeah.
Next thing, at the evening times, we would be having another call over which our client side Scrum Master would be attending there. She would be taking all the updates. Along with her, we would be having one product owner and um, PO and business analyst. These two members will be present.
Okay.
And one guy from Infosys, he would be leading the team. He also would be present. If we have any doubts, he would be explaining us technically. If we have any business requirements, we need to clarify with the product owner or business analyst.
Okay, good. So you are working from offshore location. So who is what is your client location? Where is your onshore team available?
Onshore location is UK, sir.
So you are working for UK client.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever get the chance to communicate with the client?
Directly, we did not communicate with the client. Just these are intermediate people who would be conveying us the messages or requirements. We need to act on based on their information.
Good, sir. Correct. Guys, even in my 11 years of experience, I never get the chance to communicate with the client. So between the client and developers, onshore team members will be available, business analyst will be available. Basically, the people who are working in the onshore location, those people are called as business analysts. They will interact with the client. They will get the clarifications from the client and they will explain to the offshore people. So we are working from offshore. So basically, I'm working from Hyderabad. My client is US. Yeah.
I don't think they are technical people. They are functional people.
Yes, sir. Right. So 99% in the onshore, functional people will be available. Sometimes client will recruit the technical people also for the testing purpose and all. That it depends on the client interest. It depends on the client interest. And The people who are working in the onshore, so don't expect that they are technical people. So most of them are MBAs. So they are business people. They will understand the client business. They will understand the client requirement, and they will prepare requirement document, and they will explain the requirements to the offshore team members. So as an offshore team member, we need to understand the requirements given by onshore team. Any questions for any clarifications, for any clarifications, connect with the onshore team only. Connect with onshore team members. Then we are responsible to design the requirement, develop the requirement, test that, and deliver that requirement to the. Okay, guys, just read these points. So we discussed about types of software jobs. Two types available. One is permanent job. Another one is contract job. So as I told you, if you are having genuine experience, then getting into the permanent job is highly recommended because some security will be there. If you are having some career gap, then going as a contract job, going as a contract employee is better because background verification will not be that much strict in the contract jobs. Then coming to types of teams in the software project, mainly we can see two types of teams here, guys. One is offshore team, another one is onshore team. Onshore team will work from client location, and so we have seen roles and responsibilities of onshore team members. Onshore team members will understand client business and we will collect client requirements. They will collect the client requirements, prepare FDD, and explain project requirements to offshore team members. Okay. So on-site, mainly in on-site, in onshore or on-site. In on-site, functional people will be available. Functional people will be there. They're also called as business analysts. They're also called as business analysts. They will focus only on the project requirement, not coding part. Okay. So roles and responsibilities of offshore teams. So whatever the requirement given by onshore people, we need to understand. If you have any doubt, then you need to talk to those onshore team members only. Then we need to design, develop, test, and deliver. Every day, meetings will be conducted for onshore and offshore teams for discussion. Okay. So as a developer, as a developer, we cannot communicate with the client directly. Okay. So in some interviews, guys, to check your experience, they will ask this question. Have you ever connected with the client? No, we cannot connect with the clients directly. So between the client and us, we have onshore team. Anything that we need, we will get it from the onshore team. Onshore team will connect with the client. That is the concept. Are you clear? Come on, guys. Are you clear with this one? Yeah. So as of now, what we have discussed, we discussed about prerequisites to join our JRTP, prerequisites to join Java real-time project development, and we discussed about course content. So there are 8 modules available in our course, guys. So theoretical module that we are trying to understand theoretically about the project and all that process. Then one module is theoretical module, that is just introduction for the software industry. Second module, real-time tools, 20 plus real-time tools we are going to learn. And I have given the names of the tools also. And the third one, 2 mini projects we are going to develop. Those mini projects will help you to improve your analysis skill, improve your database design skill, improves your coding skills. And one major project we are going to develop, as I told you, e-commerce application we are going to develop with full stack development. Backend with the Spring Boot microservices, front end with the Angular. And we are going to learn some basic fundamental concepts of the microservices also. And next module, AWS cloud and Linux basics we are going to learn, because nowadays Linux knowledge is very important for every developer, because 90% of the work will be there with the Linux machines only in the industry. And nowadays every company is using cloud infrastructure. So I'm going to cover some basics of AWS cloud as well. And interview guidance, how to prepare your resume, how to give self-introduction, how to explain roles and responsibilities, those concepts. And Topic wise FAQs also we are going to provide, and we are going to take your mock interviews also. So that is our course content. And we discussed about course information. That means what is the fee structure, what is the class timing, what is the duration, all those things we discussed in this. And then we started discussing related to types of companies, types of software companies. So there are three types of companies available: product based company, service based company, and outsourcing company is available. And next one, we discussed about types of project. Okay, types of software projects: scratch development projects available, maintenance projects available, and migration projects available. Then we discussed about types of jobs in the IT industry. Types of jobs. Okay, so permanent job is available, contract job is available. Which one is better? It depends on your situation. Okay, then next we discussed about types of teams in the IT industry. On-site team will be available, off-site team will be available. We are working in the development center, so we are called as offshore team members. Are you guys clear with all the concepts that we have learned so far? Are you guys clear with all the concepts we have learned so far? Come on, guys. Please respond in the FDD means functional design document, guys. FDD is nothing but functional design document. That means what we need to develop, and the requirements will be documented in one file, right? That file is called FDD document. FDD stands for functional design document. FDD stands for functional design document. Okay. Yeah. All of you got the clarity on the topics that we discussed so far? Come on. If you are clear, then please respond in the chat box. All of you clear? I'm not getting any response from you guys. Clear? Okay. Fine. So what is real-time project? What is this JRTP? What is the benefit? What is the benefit of joining this JRTP? Nothing but our Java real-time project development. So as part of this JRTP course, what we are going to learn? Okay. As part of this JRTP course, what we are going to learn? So the first thing you are going to learn understanding real-time work culture. Okay. So once you join in the company, how a team will work in a project, how the team will work in the project, we are going to understand the real-time work culture. Okay. Then next one, we are going to understand how to use tools in our daily work. How to use tools in our daily work. So when you are working as a developer, it is not like only you are responsible to do the coding. Along with the coding, we are going to use some tools also as part of our daily work. How to use Jenkins in the real time. How to create the CI/CD pipelines to deploy the code by using Jenkins. How to perform code reviews in the real time. Multiple team members will be available. They will be writing the code. How we will perform that code review by using SonarQube. How we will perform unit testing on the project by using JUnit. Okay. So how we will integrate the code by using GitHub and Bitbucket. Version control software is available. So as a software engineer, as a developer, you need to understand how to use these tools in our daily work process. So we are going to use all those tools as part of our project. As I told you, 20 plus tools we are going to see in this course, and we are going to use those tools in our project also. A practical experience you are going to get. So how the people will work in the real time in the same manner, in the same process, we are also going to develop the mini projects and major projects by using this coding. And next one, the most important thing, requirements analysis. Requirements analysis. So I have seen in the many batches, people are doing the courses, but their analysis skill is very weak, guys. So when I give some requirement, they are not able to understand that requirement technically. They are not able to understand the requirement technically. They are not able to analyze the requirement. They are not able to design the database. They are not able to design architecture of the, they are not able to design architecture of the project. Requirements analysis that you are going to learn. We are going to work on two mini projects, one major project, right? So you will improve your analysis skills. Improving requirements analysis. Improving requirement analysis skills. Okay. So using tools, how to use real-time tools and understanding real-time work culture. Okay. So you understand how to use real-time tools in project. Okay. So as part of the JRTP, you are going to understand real-time work culture, teamwork basically. You are going to understand what is the teamwork. You are going to understand how to use real-time tools in the project. So you will improving requirement analysis. So if I give some requirement, you should be able to come up with your analysis. Okay. So this is the requirement. For this requirement, this many tables we have to create. For this requirement, these many classes we need to create. We need to write these methods. For this method, we need to take this parameter, this return type. That kind of maturity you are going to get as part of this JRTP training. So with this maturity, you can survive in the IT industry. So guys, as a software engineer, people are facing two challenges. So what are the two challenges? First challenge is clearing the interview, getting the job. Getting the job is the first challenge. Okay. Now, second problem, surviving in the job. So for software engineers, the people who want to get into the IT industry, you need to think of two challenges here. What are those two challenges here? First challenge, getting job. Second challenge, survive in the job. Survive in the job. Getting the job is first problem. Second problem, surviving in that job. What is the meaning of surviving in the job? Whatever the task they are giving to you, whether you are able to complete those tasks on time or not. Without taking anybody help, are you able to complete your work on time or not? So that is called survival. So many people are struggling to get the job. That is the first problem. So many people are struggling to survive in the job. Okay, so these two problems we can overcome as part of this JRTP. So once you join for this JRTP, so with this content, definitely your resume looks very great and you will get the job. And not only for getting the job, our Java real-time project training will help you to survive in the job also, because you are going to understand the teamwork that will be there in the company, how people will work in the company in the same manner we are going to work. And along with the coding part, you are going to learn how to use those tools also in the project. And I'm going to tell you how to analyze the requirement and how to improve your requirements analysis skill. And I'm going to tell you database design. Okay, database design. Improve database design skills. Improve database design skills. For example, when we want to develop one project, how many tables are required and what columns are required in these tables, and from one table to another table, what kind of relationship we need to establish. So how to establish the relationship between the tables? Okay, one to many relationship, many to many relationship. So how to establish that relationship? How to maintain primary keys and foreign keys in the table to establish the relationship? How to design the tables? That skill we are going to improve. Database design skills we are going to improve as part of this JRTP. Are you guys getting my point? You will understand the real-time work culture. You will understand how to use tools in the project development. You will improve your requirements analysis skill. Okay, improve database design skill and improve coding skills. Improve coding skills. As I told you, two mini projects available. We'll develop those two mini projects in the live class, line by line code. I'm going to do in front of you. So as an experienced person, how I am writing that code, you can check that. How I am writing that code, you can check that. So that you will understand what are the best practices we need to follow as a developer while doing the coding. Those are best practices you are going to learn. Your coding skills will be improved here. Your coding skills will be improved here and work on full stack development. Work on full stack development. Okay. So here we are going to use Spring Boot plus Angular. Okay. So Spring Boot we are going to use for backend development. Angular we are going to use for the front-end development. The full stack development is trending topic in the market, right? So backend we will develop by using one technology. Front-end we will develop by using another technology. So we are going to use the Spring Boot microservices concepts to develop backend of our application, and Angular we are going to use to develop front-end of the application. So after this JRTP course is completed, 100% you can mention full stack developer in your resume. Sir, for the full stack developer, we don't know Angular. So I told you Angular is part of the syllabus. Angular we are going to teach as part of the course. Okay, so you are going to become full stack developer as part of this JRTP, and you are going to understand working with DevOps tools. Working with the DevOps tools. In the company, DevOps teams will be available in order to deliver our project. Working with the DevOps tools to simplify project delivery process. Okay, like how to use that Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins softwares to automate project build and deployment process. So in the industry, DevOps team will be available to automate our project build and deployment process. So as part of this course, we are going to work with DevOps tools to simplify project delivery process. And the next one, working with the AWS cloud infrastructure. Nowadays most of the companies are using cloud infrastructure. Virtual machines will be created in the cloud, database will be created in the cloud, domains will be created in the cloud. So as a developer, you are going to work with the AWS cloud infrastructure, AWS cloud concepts also, which are required for the developers. We are going to cover as part of this course. Working with AWS cloud infrastructure, and as part of this course, you are going to learn working with the Linux machines. Okay, so in the industry, Windows machines will be used for our daily coding purpose, but the project deployment, project execution will happen on the Linux machines only. Project deployment, project execution, project log files, everything will be available on the Linux machines only. As a developer, you should know how to work with Linux machine, how to connect to the Linux machine, how to install softwares in the Linux machine, how to check files in the Linux machine, how to open the log files available in the Linux machine. Okay, how to monitor the logs of our application which are available in the Linux machine, how to troubleshoot our logs in the Linux machine. All these things are very, 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 very important for the developers to survive in the job. Okay, so working with the cloud infrastructure, working with the Linux machines, working with the DevOps tool, these are not for getting the job. The point 7, 8, 9, not for getting the job. These points are to survive in the job. After getting the job, my students should not face any problem in their work life. So that much skill you are going to learn. Whatever I have learned in my 11 years of experience as a Java full stack developer, all that content I am going to give you in 3 to 4 months of time, so that you will also become experienced developer. You can work in the company like a pro. So you should not face any problem after getting the job also. That is the main intention of our Java real-time project development. Real-time project development means I will show you how the people will work in the real time, how you need to work in the real time, how the day-to-day activities will be available in the real time, how to manage the teamwork, how to analyze, how to design, how to develop, how to test, how to deliver. All those things we are going to learn as part of our Java real-time project development. So you are going to understand the real-time work culture. As a team, we are going to work here and we are going to understand how to use real-time tools in the project, how to use GitHub, how to do the code integration, how to do the code commit. If you do any wrong commit in the GitHub, how to revert that commit. Okay, so when you are going to get the conflicts, when multiple people are integrating the code in the GitHub, how to resolve those code conflicts from the GitHub repositories, how to create the branches in the GitHub, how to merge the changes from one branch to another branch. In the real time, every day we are going to do that work. How to do the code reviews, how to do the performance testing, how to deploy that code, how to deliver that code. And when the new requirement comes, how to analyze that requirement, how to design the database for that requirement, how to understand, how to establish the relationships between the tables in the database, how to create entities with the association mapping. Okay, so those things we are going to learn. And TP design skills, and the most important thing, coding skills. Coding is easy. If you have proper analysis skill, you can write the code easily because you already know classes, methods, variables, constructors, object, interfaces in the Java. So you know the syntaxes of the Java. You can write a method, you can write a class, you can create a variable, you can create interface. But what methods we need to take, what classes we need to take, that analysis is difficult for the people. So if you learn the analysis, if you can analyze the requirement, automatically you can write the code for that. Okay. Then, so how to work as a full stack developer, front end with one technology, back end with one technology, how to integrate our front end application and the back end application, how to make our application as a full stack application, that we are going to learn. So once our coding and testing is completed, how to deliver that project to the clients, how to do the domain mapping for a project, how to deploy the latest code by using CI/CD pipelines, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes integration we are going to see, and how to set up infrastructure in the cloud platform, AWS cloud, how to work with AWS cloud. So after this course is completed, you can keep AWS cloud in your resume. You can keep Linux basics in your resume. You can keep full stack development. You can keep 20 plus tools in your resume. Okay, all these things we are going to learn as part of this project. And most important thing, how to implement security. How to implement security in the project. So Spring Security we are using nowadays. So how to improve the security in the project, all these things you are going to learn. So these are the advantages, or these are the benefits that you are going to get from our JRTP bachelors. So can you please read these 10 points? So remember, this is JRTP not only for getting the job, this is JRTP for surviving in the job also. You can get the job as well as you can survive in the job if you are part of Ashok IT Java real-time project batch. So all these things you are going to learn as part of our JRTP course. You will understand the teamwork. You will work with the tools in the project. You will understand requirement analysis skills. You will learn database design skills. You will learn coding skills. You will work on full stack development, and you will work with the cloud infrastructure. You will work with the Linux machines, and you will implement security in the project. Anything else that you are expecting from the JRTP? Anything that you are expecting from the JRTP? Apart from these 10 points, any other things? How to fix production issues? Akash Gupta S. So log monitoring we are going to learn, right? As part of the log monitoring, I will show you production issues, how to fix them. Resume guidance, yes, resume building will be available. As I told you, interview guidance, how to prepare your resume, how to attend the interviews. Okay, you are going to learn those things. Debugging skills project, when you are going to do the coding, when we are using the real-time tools, you are going to learn the debugging, problem solving skills you are going to learn. Debugging, every day once the coding is started, every day we will do the debugging of our code to understand the problems. Without debugging, how can we complete the coding? As a developer, debugging we are going to use every day. Once we start the coding, then every day we are going to debug that code and we are going to understand the code execution flow. If any problems, then we will identify the root cause of the problem. Then we are going to fix those problems also. Yes. File uploading, downloading, yes guys. So if you see in the e-commerce application, all the images we are uploading, those are files only. File uploading, file downloading also we are going. That is very simple concept we are going to learn. Report generation, how to upload the files into our application, how to download the files from the application. Those things are definitely we are going to cover. Okay. Yes, some design patterns also we are going to cover, guys. Yeah, token generation, JWT security we are going to implement in the project. JWT security we are going to implement in the project. Okay, so these are the benefits of our Java real-time project development. Okay, good guys. So with this, I'm done for today. So our module 2 is going to start from Monday. Okay, as I told you, the introduction part theoretically we completed. Now we are going to start with our real-time tools. Okay, the real-time tools we are going to start. That means the module 2 is going to start from Monday. Okay, fine. So with this, we are done for today. So from Monday, our module 2 classes are going to start. You can attend Monday class and Tuesday class also with the same Zoom link, guys. Another 2 classes you can attend for free of cost. So from Monday onwards, we are going to start with our module 2, which is real-time tools, guys. Okay, good. Thank you. So payment details I will share with you guys on Monday. So enrollment Monday also you can attend the class with the same Zoom link. Okay, the last 3 class videos you can access. So you can follow in our WhatsApp channel so that you will get the videos. And I'm going to share the notes also, whatever the notes I have prepared. I will share that in the WhatsApp. You just join in this WhatsApp channel. You can just follow us in that WhatsApp channel so that you will get all the details. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Thank you. Now it's time for doubts clarification. Anybody having any questions, you can communicate with me.